Yo, 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 what's good? Thank you for coming to the House of B.A.R.F. I'm Chanman, and before we get started, I would just like to emphasize that the content that we share on House of B.A.R.F. is for informational and entertainment purposes only. We are not financial advisors, and the information provided should not be considered as professional financial advice. Investing and financial decisions involve risk. It is crucial to do your own research or consult with a qualified professional before making any financial choices. The opinions expressed on House of B.A.R.F. are of our own and do not reflect the views of any organizations that we may be affiliated with. Please remember that past performance is not indicative of future results, and the financial landscape can change rapidly. Always conduct thorough due diligence and seek financial advice from a financial advisor tailored to your personal needs and circumstances. By listening to this podcast, you agree that the host and in the future, if we have any guests, are not responsible for any financial decisions you make as a result of the information presented on House of B.A.R.F. Now let's dive into today's episode. Yo, 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 what's good? It's Chanmanhouseofb.a.r.f. Was just sitting here chilling and decided, you know what? Let me go ahead and create a little content. Man, my USD JPY has got killed. And I didn't even have a hedge in. I put a hedge in now. So it was, earlier it was up like $260. Well, not up, I'm sorry. It's negative, but it got up to negative $260. It actually got up to like 178 or something, 180. And I was like, all right, cool. I'm not going to put a hedge position in. I'm going to leave it. Churn my head. I was working on some U.S. equities or whatever. Churn my head, come back. Now it's down like 350. I'm down about 247 pips. I know I could take some losses, but I'm just not ready to take those losses yet. Actually, if I'm correct, my 9-day moving average just went above my 20-day. No, where's my 20-day? Where's my 20-day? Man, this is starting to frustrate me too. Like, I know I have a... Here, let me fix it. I put 200. Let me change the color. It's gray. Let me change it to So what's this purple line? I'm sorry, 1 second. Okay, yes, okay. Oh, I've been getting my VWAP and my 20-day confused. I'm looking at my screen. I thought my VWAP was the blue. I thought my VWAP was the purple line and my 20-day was the blue. My bad. That's stuff right there. I would prefer my 20-day to be blue and my VWAP to be purple. But it's cool as long as I know what it is now. I'll change that in a second. So, oh my goodness, that's the stuff that's crucial stuff right there. So I went ahead and put my hedge in now. Didn't have my hedge in earlier. And it dropped some more, so I'm getting killed with that. But I'll take a look at it. Trust me. We go hard. We ain't gonna just, chalk it up. I could easily stop loss it out. I got my hedge position in. My hedge position is doing well. So we're constantly, I'm constantly scalping these hedge positions, which, it's not anything crazy, but here, so right now I'm up 8 pips on a hedge position, I'm going to go ahead and take that. And then I'm going to go back in. Should have been doing this earlier. But I was like, you know what? Let me not go ahead and keep hedging. Because I thought for a second there I was seeing a reversal. But it actually was a continuation. So I'll just keep hedging. So that's fine. That's cool. Here, let me take a look real quick one more time. So again, I'm looking at Forex. I'm looking at the currency pair of USD JPY. Made a dumb mistake of not hedging my position. I usually always just hedge it no matter what. And both times I didn't hedge it and managed to drop substantially. So again, I'm probably just going to go ahead and throw some more money in the account because I'm not just going to go ahead and stop loss this out. I have no problem with stop losses. I do like to use them, but I'm not going to use it for this one right now. And USD JPY is just, I mean, it's just taking a beating. So I'm cool with it. We'll figure this out. I mean, shit. If I gotta lose it all, we'll lose it all. I don't give a fuck. We'll take the balls to the wall, baby. Let me see. Now, if the prices start to get above my VWAP, that's an indication of a bullish reversal. And then if I see the EMA, the moving average, is an estimated moving average. I can't remember. Here, right, real quick. This House of B.A.r.f. Let's do it. Let me see. EMA, the moving average exponential. Okay, so if I see my 9-day moving average exponential start to get above my 20-day, which is not right now, it's, I don't know what the opposite. It's converged, but it's separating. The 9-day moving average is separating from the 20-day moving average. I mean, like, drastically, it's separating. But I do notice that the prices of USD JPY is starting to get close to the VWAP. When the prices start getting close to the VWAP, that means that the prices are going to start possibly getting a little bit bullish. So I do notice the prices are starting to get a little closer to the VWAP. However, the 9-day moving average exponential is still decreasing and still staying below that 20-day average. I do see my MACD is starting to converge. The lines are starting to get together. And it appears that the RSI, I use the RSI and the CCI. I don't know what it is. I think I just love how much they're so close together, and I just kind of keep them together. I do see volume is pretty average. Even on those sell-offs, okay, there was a little bit more volume, and right now volume is pretty much dead. So that's great news. But there's still some volume to be had. So yeah, that's going cool with that. So I was just sitting here and I'm like, you know what? I'm sitting here watching TV. Right now I'm watching this show called The Chosen. It's pretty cool. It's pretty good. I'm on the first season. A couple episodes in. I'm on the 5th episode. So we're just getting to introduce all the characters and we're just getting through the first season. I never don't really have any expectations for a show for the first season. Usually if they come back with a second season, then that's when I get excited. And this show has about 3-4 seasons, so I'm like, okay, it must be good. Let me just go ahead and pound through this first season real quick, get to know all the characters and all the problems and issues, and then we'll see where we go from there. Yeah, I was just here watching TV, and I'm like, you know what? Let me create a little content. Let me take a shot with y'all real quick. I actually do got a little drink with me right now. So some associate of mine was like, hey, I would like for you to try this whiskey. It's called like Saccharat or something. It's some rye whiskey. And I will admit to him, it's good. It's really good. I ain't gonna lie to him. It's pretty good. It's some rye whiskey. I think it's from the Buffalo Trace family or whatever. I will admit, not much of. I don't feel anything in the morning. There's no like hangover. I'm not gonna say it's the best tasting in the world. It's pretty, but it tastes pretty good. Goes down pretty smooth. I'm like, hey, yeah, pretty good stuff. And it only costs like $40. So I was like, you know what? Yeah, I like it, and I may get another bottle. I can't remember the name, but again, I think it's like Sakura or something. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this with y'all. Appreciate y'all, everything y'all do. Y'all are wonderful. I'm trying to get my act together, trying to get my attitude together. Just trying to stay blessed, never stressed. The first person I heard say that, it was this dude named Chopper on this show called Making a Band. And Chopper was actually one of my favorite musicians on the show. Probably shouldn't be talking about making a band right now, considering everything that's going on in the news. I'm pretty sure y'all heard it. If y'all do, y'all can go online and read the case. Shit is crazy. Yeah. You know the owner of Making the Band. So let me go ahead and take this sucker out with you real quick. 3, 2, 1. I really suck at shots. They blow me. Give me a sec. All right. Remember this one time I was at a party. I think it was a Thanksgiving party. Oh man, I love that family. But I was at a Thanksgiving party, and they said, man, for every shot you take and you suck at it, you're gonna suck down another one. I was like, what? Every shot you take and if you suck at it, you're sucking down another one. I was like, damn. So you know how that night went. Because I suck at shots. Like, man, just give it a shot and I'll just sip on it. I'm good. Sorry. Got a text message. So just sitting here again, just thought I would create some content. One thing that came to my mind real quick as I was just sitting here is stuff that I've noticed. Stuff that I noticed in my small journeys in the industry. I have probably about 6 to 7 years of experience in the industry, and only about 2 of those were, well, actually, a few of those years I was selling insurance. A few of those years I was trading. Then a few more of those years I was in compliance. But one thing that I did notice was, so I love to cook, but I'm not saying that I'm good at it. But I do love to cook. And one thing I notice is there's a lot of individuals when it comes to finances that love to manage finances on their own, but may not necessarily be good at it. And sometimes it's beneficial to do your own research, do your own due diligence. I find it very important to do that, but then seek assistance from an expert. There's a lot of us who can do our own taxes. Even I attempt to do my own taxes, but we're really not tax planners, So one thing I did notice kind of in my experience is the hardest people to work with are on both ends. Either really rich people, or not rich, because I never really talked to the really rich people, But the rich people or the really poor people, they both seriously are the same. The people in the middle are the ones who are all right. They don't know in lot, but they got money. They're okay. Just tell me what to do. That's what they say a lot. Just tell me what to do. What should I do? You know, but one thing I've noticed is more so on the wealthier end, those individuals can be very hard to work with, and it's not their fault. They've been scammed multiple times. They've lost money multiple times. They've worked hard for theirs. They may be an immigrant. They may not be an immigrant. They may be from a lower class family, became successful. They may have inherited all these assets. You never know their story. Not until you sit down and talk with them. I'm sorry. Somebody's hitting me up. I get a lot of people who get worried about me, and they just be like, "Hey, just checking on you. We haven't heard from you in a while. Are you still alive?" So yeah, it's one of those individuals just checking on me, making sure I'm still ticking. And I should tell them just check out the podcast. I post almost daily. But I do notice. So, and I know a lot of advisors know this as well. I could be wrong, but a lot of advisors know this. Some of the most difficult customers can be people with money. And one thing that I've noticed is that so a lot of people will equate success with IQ. And I'm not saying IQ in everything, but they're equivalent to success in almost everything. So, and it's like, it's not so much true. It's like, okay, so if you're really good at, let's say, being a lawyer, you got compensated for your time. Being a doctor, you got compensated for your time. Being a CEO or engineer or plumber, whatever it is that, a truck driver, whatever it is that got you to your point, you were very good at that, and that got you compensated very well for your time. It'd be almost like if you took, let's just say, an individual that was very good at financial advice and giving them a scalpel, and they show up in the hospital like Leonardo DiCaprio and like, hey, scalpel, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, here, we would never do that. And when it comes to finances, I've noticed that people do not equivalent handling their finances like handling a scalpel on a body. And that's essentially how you have to treat it. And who do they say are the worst patients? Doctors. And that's how it is with kind of financial advice. Some of the worst people to work with are successful people. And also, you got financial advisors who know this and are willing to play the role to reverse it in order so that they can steal from this individual. You know what I'm saying? So they know that this person is going to be pompous and arrogant, and they're going to be like, all right, cool, I'm going to play it. I don't even know how they play it because, to be honest, I only know the book knowledge from reading about it in compliance. And man, I think I've even read one time about a CEO who got robbed, by their financial advisor. And the CEO used to work for the company. And it was a financial company. It was a CEO. They retired, rolled their money from their 401k to a trad IRA or whatever, hired a financial advisor, did the right thing, and the financial advisor stole their money. And this was a CEO. And typically what happens is the pompousness, the attitude gets in the way of just being humble and taking the knowledge, or doing the research. Because a lot of times it could be, oh, this won't happen to me. It's not going to happen to me. This happened to other people, but it don't happen to me. I'm him. which I think is the most blasphemous thing that anybody could ever say. Talking about I'm him. Shut the fuck up. You are not him. You're barely even her. Take it easy with that I'm him shit. You want to know who's him? Guess. How is it that nobody want to be Christian, but it's okay to make Christianity slang? I'm sorry. This is just something I go off on a tangent about. Let me guess what's next. I'm alpha. I already hear people say that. I'm an alpha male. Gosh darn it, people. What are we going to do? Where are we going to go? Where do we go from here? I'm him. I don't even think people know what they're saying when they say that. I think they're just saying that I'm the man or something. It's like, no, you're not saying that. You're saying that I am. I'm the alpha, the omega, the beginning, the end. I'm him. Basically saying that you're Jesus Christ. People are hilarious. Yeah, whatever. Regardless. So, when going into the office with the financial advisor, you want to be very aware of what's going on. Not just because they can steal from you, but they could also be a dumbass. And be a dumbass how? Let's say, for example, I can't think of every scenario off the top of my head because that's pretty much how I do this. I just do it off the top of my head. There could be a scenario where somebody wants to do a conversion, right? They want to move some money from a retirement account to an individual account. Something. I don't know. The individual never inquired to ask, hey, might you have any funds anywhere else or anything else? Anything. Never inquire. And you do the conversion. Or, no, let me not say conversion. I apologize. That's the wrong term. You do the rollover or whatever. Next thing you know, this individual inquires a huge tax burden. And it's like, what in the world happened? Well, I did sell some real estate and I got a huge amount in capital gains on the real estate. And then you did the conversion and you had a bunch of capital gains. And now they have this $19,000, $20,000 tax burden at the end of the year by simply negligence from the advisor and from lack of due diligence from the investor. So a lot of times, again, when it comes down to your lawyers, your CEOs, your doctors, your plumbers who do very well, your whatever, high profile, your engineers, a lot of time these people, when it comes to the market, they equivalate that because they're so intelligent that they can also essentially do all things. And that's not the way you really want to approach it. You want to approach it as, okay, this person's the expert. And I'm also very intelligent on my own. So let me do my research and let me let the expert handle it. You know how many times that I've talked to a lawyer and told them information? Like, hey, I was doing some research on this and this is what it appears to look like to me. And they're like, oh yeah, it's happened to me multiple times. You know what I'm saying? And you let it roll, you roll with it, and you move forward. And then you let the lawyer get back to doing their job. Because again, they're the expert. They're in court every day. If anything, they know the names of the plaintiff's lawyer. They know the name of the judge. If anything, at least that's super beneficial. So that was just one thing that I did want to touch on. Again, we all can't be everywhere 24 hours. So we're not always going to be able to take care of our finances all the time. Sometimes we're going to have to reach out for assistance. I mean, just imagine all the things that everybody got going on. That's one reason why I really feel like my body is hurting, is because I am an individual who tries to do it all. I do try to clean my house myself. I do try to cook myself. I do attempt, I'm not at the best of it right now, but I do try to exercise. I do attempt to try to do some type of church or something. I do try to take care of the children. I do try to socialize. I try to do all these things. And I believe it was Mark Zuckerberg I heard say it. The reason why I'm so successful, so no, I'm kidding, is because he hires someone to do basically everything small that he doesn't need to do, such as cooking, cleaning, whatever. So he gets to wake up and fuck his wife and then go for a jog and then get to Facebook or Meta. I'm kidding, but yeah, so he doesn't have to. Could you imagine waking up, fucking your wife, going to work? Could you imagine the mood you would be in? And going for a jog and having breakfast before work? Could you imagine your mind set? Your mind is ready to go. It's up and active. It's ready to work. There ain't nothing else on my mind. I ain't got to worry about, am I going to go home and get some, or am I going to be jerking off tonight? Or I ain't got to worry about, man, do I got to hit the grocery store? Man, the house needs to get clean. It's a mess. I ain't got to worry about none of that. I can use a lot of my brain power just to focus on my task ahead. So we can't be everywhere all the time. So we do need to reach out for help. However, I think one beneficial thing is just as a survival tactic to know how to cook, know how to clean, know how to do these things. So what I mean by that is I think it's a survivor tactic to understand a rollover, a required minimum distribution, a conversion, a reverse conversion, or cost basis, on the sell side, HIFO, LIFO, but then there's also specific identification or specified, I can't remember. Regardless, all these various things are just very informative to know so that when you go sit down with your advisor and you see what's going on, you say, hey, do you think it's right that you're putting yourself as power of attorney? Is that okay? I don't think that's right. It's just good to sometimes just have that. And also, the other thing is ego or pride, putting it behind you so that you can move forward. Just because you were successful in your career path doesn't mean that you can all of a sudden go in and just try to manage your finances to the essentially in business, there's this term referred to as optimization. I'm not making this stuff up. I know everybody knows this stuff. But optimization, I don't even know exactly what it means. Let me see. What does it mean? It's essentially taking it to the best. Let me see. What does optimization mean?
Here's the definition of optimization: the action of making the best or most effective use of a situation or resource.
Okay, so that's essentially what I mean is, again, we can all fix a car. Okay, if my car broke down right now, I could go out there, bang on a few things, knock on a few things, twist a few things, and get the car up and running. Is that the best way to fix that car? And who is the best person to fix a car? The mechanic. Not all mechanics. Some of them are scam artists. Exactly. There's always one in a bunch. But the mechanic is the best individual. Is it, can I get outside and work out and keep myself fairly healthy? Yeah. But who's the best individual for that? Personal trainer. After a day's work, can I get in the kitchen, whip up a meal, nutritious, has nutritional value? But who is the best individual for that? The chef. So, yes, you're very successful in your career path, and I commend you, and I really respect you. No, I was going to say congratulations. You worked hard. You went to college, student loans, girlfriends, STDs, an abusive mom, abusive dad, all these various things that you went through to get where you are. And now it gets to a point to say, you know what? It's time for me to seek guidance. And this is who I really truly feel bad for. I feel bad for the people like Busta Rhymes or Uh, Man, there was this one, Dennis Rodman. Um, I'm not sure if Rashad McCants was a part of that circle. I feel truly bad. Oh, the Bernie Madoff victims who sought guidance and got screwed. And I feel so bad for them. On the other end, and I say this as humbly as possible, in a sense, I want to know if I could ask them, did you do your due diligence? One way you can do your due diligence, there's this website called brokercheck dot what is it? Is it .finra or .org? Broker check. Oh, it's brokercheck.finra.org. Okay. So essentially, even with doing my investments, first thing you want to do, couple things. Just check the headquarters. Just take the headquarters, put it in Google, see where the headquarters are at. What's going on? Does this company actually have a building? Or is it some house in Wyoming? Or is it some parking lot? So even when you're dealing with your advisor, go to brokercheck.com. Just see, what do they got going on? You can even type in my name. My name's Chandler Hayes. Type it in. See what is this bumbleclot bum whatever talking about? Who is this idiot? Chandler Hayes. Let me see, there he goes, right there. And click on it and see what's going on. I don't even know what's on here. Let me see, years of experience, 1. Exams passed, 3. I don't even know. You can click around, see if there's, a detailed report. Yeah, go down it, see the history, see what's going on. What's this guy been up to? Who is it? Did it have any disclosures? Is this guy a scam? Look him up. Look me up. And do your research. Keep going. Keep going. Don't stop. Octagon sign or not. Okay? And just figure things out. And then take the approach of, okay, this is what I want to do. This is what we want to go down, and then go from there. All right. I ain't going to hold y'all. I've been talking for approximately 30 minutes. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. God bless. I'm Chairman. This is House of B.A.R.F. Blech. I am thrilled to introduce you to an exciting new storybook journey that I believe will capture your imagination. Allow me to present Langston Mankson's Kool-Aid Stand Adventure, a compelling short story that promises to transport you to a world of interest, excitement, and learning. The title of the book is Langston Mankson's Kool-Aid Stand Adventure by Chandler Hayes. In a world of colorful imagination and captivating stories, a new children's book has emerged to empower our young minds with crucial life lessons, life skills, and financial literacy. Langston Mankson's Kool-Aid Stand Adventure is a cheering short story written by a talented Black author who understands the importance of equipping our youth in the early stages of life with the tools they need to navigate the realm of money, savings, and smart choices. Meet Langston Mankson and his imaginary best friend, Zonky, a pink elephant, two curious souls who embark on an adventure around the vibrant landscape of Wichita, Kansas, where Langston Mankson sets out to accomplish multiple goals and is met with obstacles that he must overcome. Langston Mankson and Zonky discover valuable lessons of talking about finances in the home in order to gain knowledge. Langston Mankson, with a little bit of confidence, the guidance of supportive parents, the help of community members like Mr. Tiller, and his imaginary best friend Zonky, Langston Mankson learns about the value of money and how to save, the importance of making thoughtful spending decisions, the significance of thinking outside the box when met with challenges with money, and the joys of sharing with others. Through relatable experiences and engaging storytelling, young readers are introduced to the fundamental concepts of money, such as earning, saving, and spending responsibly. Langston Manson set savings goals, teaching children the importance of planning for future needs and dreams. The book celebrates diversity and the different perspectives on money, shedding light on its role in different people's lives. The characters' interactions emphasize the joys of serving others, the gift of sharing, and making a positive impact in their community. The pages of Langston Manson's Kool-Aid Stand Adventure come to life with vibrant illustrations. The colorful and imaginative visuals not only captivate young readers, but also enhance their understanding of complex financial concepts. Langston Manson's Kool-Aid Stand Adventure is coming soon to bookstores and online realtors. It is a must-have addition to any child's library, fostering essential life skills while sparking the joy of reading. Empower the young minds in your life with the gift of financial literacy and imagination. Join Langston Manson, Zonky, family, and friends on their extraordinary journey of running a drink stand to set them on the path of a brighter future. Your opinion means a great deal to me. I would be honored if you would consider exploring Langston Manson's Kool-Aid Stand Adventure and sharing your thoughts. Your feedback could play an invaluable role in shaping the future of this project. If you have any questions, comments, or would like to discuss the book further, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. Your support in spreading the word about Langston Manson's Kool-Aid Stand Adventure would mean the world to me, and I deeply appreciate your consideration. I am a passionate advocate for financial literacy. Me, Chandler Hayes, and am excited to join the community of storytellers. With a background in finances, I am driven to inspire children to embark on their own adventures of learning and discovery through the power of literature. Langston Manson's Kool-Aid Stand Adventure is a heartfelt endeavor to promote financial literacy in a fun and accessible way. As a Black author, I'm committed to providing children of all backgrounds with the tools for success, and I am proud to contribute to a more financially informed generation. Thank you for taking the time to explore this advertisement, and I look forward to the possibility of sharing this extraordinary literature adventure with you. Please feel free to contact me. You can reach me at the email c287gph@gmail.com. All right, thank you. Warmest regards. Have a great day. God bless.